Fast forward more than 20 years later, we now have an expanded group of BRICS nations. Do you think that a move like this will make Western powers perhaps be more inclusive in terms of...
It'd be much better to go Nepalese rupee to XRP through a market maker. You're actually one hop away from airline miles, and everything is one hop away. That's why a math-based currency, we think, is really unique and really has value.
Again, I keep saying it's a gift, and people still don't really understand what a gift it is. It's something unlike anything we've ever had in history.
The impact in the long term will be very significant. And we are very clear about it. And that's also one thing I really like about Ripple. We're not just thinking about here and now, but we are thinking that 5 years later, what is the problem that is going to bite us?
That she intends to reintroduce it this spring. The problems with the prior bill still remain.
Moreover, over half of these insider wallets were serial actors, where they acted more than one time across more than one token listing.
Is examples of colossal failures that have occurred over the years. Instead of creating an atmosphere where the Congress says, wow, we need to regulate this to prevent.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got some baggies, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness, shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likies, stuffing some baggies. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades, buckle up, cause the future's extra. Bullish, shout out to all the new subscribers. We recently hit 52,000 subs. Let's go ahead and strap in and let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.47 trillion, up about 1.9% in the past 24. We got XRP in that number 8 spot, currently right around 50 cents, 2 for $1. We got Stellar XLM in the number 34 spot, right around 11 cents. We got BTC 64,739, ETH right around 3,000. We got Flare Networks right around 3 cents, Axelar $1.20, XDC right beneath 4 cents, Songbird right around a penny. We got Stronghold at 006, Zahao Networks right around 11-12 cents, Evernode right around 31 cents. We got the BTC having a few hours away. We got one from BIS to pop things off. In the Finternet, the unified ledgers will not only improve existing financial transactions, but also make entirely new financial products and transactions possible and empower individuals, businesses, fintech, tokenization. All roads lead to the bridge. We got one from Mr. Man XRP. There are at least 30 countries waiting to join BRICS.
Professor, we know that BRICS first came about because the emerging economies of India, China, Brazil felt excluded from the global decision-making process. Fast forward more than 20 years later, we now have an expanded group of BRICS nations. Do you think that a move like this will make Western powers perhaps be more inclusive in terms of including other economies and other powers into their decision-making processes?
As you mentioned in the beginning, that Russia had mentioned about 30 other countries planning to join the BRICS. That is an indicator of this inclusivity of the new formation of the BRICS in an expanded format, number one. Number two, in terms of the Western countries, the BRICS has not said that this will be only for the developing countries. Russia, for example, is a developed country. Saudi Arabia is also a developed country. To that extent, it is also sending signals that it is open for other countries to join. So it is signaling inclusivity, but specifically with the focus of the South-South cooperation. Once Hillary Clinton mentioned that if the BRICS countries come together, that indeed is a major landmark that the United States need to consider. So this is an indication that the Western countries are also kind of concerned about the BRICS expansion, more in a positive way, because this would lead to more economic growth rates, development, and inclusive development. So that is also a factor for the Western countries in order to expand the market economy to an extent.
We got one from VetXO. The significance of counterparty-free assets such as math-based currencies like XRP, BTC is only read by the community but not completely understood. It's the biggest and most consequential difference between XRP and any issued currencies on the XRP ledger, including stablecoins. The viewpoint of the market makers prefer to make markets for math-based currencies like XRP isn't exactly that strength, being counterparty-free. Hope that this completely abandons the view that a stablecoin is eating from the XRP use case.
You know, Ripple doesn't require you to ever use XRP, even in a trade. I mean, the cool thing here is that anybody in the world now using Ripple can put a bid ask on anything of value from any issuer. So for example, somebody could decide, you know, I'm going to make a market between United Airline miles, if, you know, once United Airline miles are on Ripple, I hope they will be someday, to Brazilian real. You could go directly. You don't actually have to go through XRP. But what we believe will happen is that most market makers, in filling out the world of exchanging value from anything of value, again, currencies, merchant reward points, airline miles, gold, silver, anything that you define as value, most people will actually, most market makers will use XRP. Because as a currency without a counterparty, it is a completely unique thing in the protocol, just like Bitcoin is completely unique. So again, our view of why math-based currencies are so valuable isn't necessarily that they replace existing currencies, it's just that they have a very unique feature in that they have no counterparty. So the whole world, the world only has to think about one thing when it comes to Bitcoin or Ripple, is the price in any microsecond in time. You never have to think about the counterparty risk. Turns out that is a completely unique thing that's never existed before. So why is that important? Let's say we use the example of a farmer in Nepal wanting to buy farming equipment from a supplier in Kenya, let's say. If you didn't have the math-based currency, even in an internet for value, you'd probably have to go Nepalese rupee to Indian rupee to British pounds to Kenyan shilling. That's a lot of hops.
Right, and you're going to lose a good amount of money on each hop.
You lose value on every hop, right? Because you're involving currencies with counterparties, things of value with counterparty. It'd be much better to go Nepalese rupee to XRP through a market maker. And then there's some other market maker that has made a market between Kenyan shilling and XRP. Now, Nepal and Kenya are one hop away. You're actually one hop away from airline miles, and everything is one hop away. That's why a math-based currency, we think, is really unique and really has value.
Looks like you're going to need some more of those XRP bags. Know what you owe? Where XRP Drops, Raw Powell emphasizes crypto as a gift. It gives us a hell of a chance to make a lot of money.
Reward topic. Here's Urian Timmer's chart that I've stolen from him, which is on the left is all of the bubbles of risk rewards of assets and how they look. Pretty typical. And this is how asset allocators think about it. But when you add in Bitcoin, you end up with a massive blank page with at the very top right, this fucking alien risk reward, which is Bitcoin. Crypto is a complete alien in terms of performance and risk reward. This chart includes the drawdown of 2022. So you see, again, I keep saying it's a gift, and people still don't really understand what a gift it is. It's something unlike anything we've ever had in history, and it gives us a hell of a chance to make money. So to sum up what the biggest macro trade of all time is, it's crypto going from 2.7 trillion, where we are today, to, let's say, 12 trillion by the end of this cycle, and on to 100 trillion within 10 years.
Best is still yet to come. Waited to get a hold of that HODL. Remember XRP 2017, 2018, the best performing asset, 76,000% gains. The best is yet to come. We got chat timer. Once the UK coin is created, then you'll be able to swap between US currencies and UK currency instantly with XRP as the bridge. USD, XRP, UKX. Next one, stablecoin for every country globally. Key benefits of the Ripple stablecoin bank XRP enterprise grade, compliance first mindset, liquidity on the decentralized exchange, transparent stablecoin reserve, multi-chain compatibility, all roads lead to the bridge We got the Interledger Foundation ILP Summit 2024 call for speakers now open. If you're involved in building digital public infrastructure, driving the adoption of open payments through Interledger, or increasing access to the digital financial services, we'd love to hear from you. Interledger Summit. We got the Interledger Foundation, revolutionizing digital payments. We're leading the next evolution in payments through the Interledger, the modern way for sending payments. ILP. The Interledger check-in here at Ripple. We've been eagerly following and contributing to the progress of the Interledger, a neutral standard for connecting all money systems into an internet-like network of networks. Interledger is for interoperability. For those who aren't familiar with Interledger, it's a protocol suite for enabling the Internet of Value. There's no Interledger coin or token, no chain of blocks with the shared set of state and balances, and no company or country who decides what you can do with it. The Interledger project is about taking a step away from the technological race of building the best ledger and instead bringing all the ledgers together into a single interconnected network, creating an Interledger, the same way that the internet connected a bunch of individual networks into one massive internet. First, we had the internet of information. Now welcome the new internet of value, all the money, all the value. We got Mr. Man XRP. An analogy could be made between the development of TCP and IP, which enabled the open, decentralized internet, and the goals of distributed ledger technologies like Ripple. Just like TCP IP created an open network without the central authority, Ripple aims to enable cross-border payments without relying on a single trusted third party. Navin Gupta has told us that the TCP IP must be integrated into existing technologies. Therefore, the value of XRP is denominated in XRP.
And later on is interoperability. And interoperability cannot be solved 5 years later. It needs to be sorted out now. And when I say sorted out now, is the TCP IP of the world or the SMTP of the world has to be incorporated in the existing technology, which is the Interledger protocol, which means that our network will be interoperable with others. And this could be a legacy network, this could be another brand new network, or it could be another blockchain network. So we don't have the same problem as what we have today, where networks don't speak to each other. You can't take a IMPS transaction or an ACH transaction in a country and make it a card transaction or a card transaction into a cash transaction. These networks are not interoperable. They don't speak with each other, and they are essentially silos. But we envision the world where the whole world will not be on one blockchain, but there'll be pools of networks, but they will be connected with something like ILP, which is like the TCP IP of the world. But it needs to be sorted today, or it needs to be built into the architecture today. It can't be done in 2025. It will operate, or it will be interoperable with the first generation system as well, right? So the idea is not to force everybody to change their tech today, but the idea is that whenever you're building the next wave, or when you're doing that incremental improvement, make it ILP compliant so that when you need to connect to the world, you're able to connect to it much, much seamlessly, right? And that's the thought process. And that's the reason we work very closely with something like W3C Group, which essentially looks at the internet, and then see how something like ILP can be defined for money. And again, it's not for profit, it's available for the world to use. And then institutions can build their systems and their technology at their own pace, but incorporate the ILP as a protocol so that tomorrow when they're looking for interoperability, it's not a challenge at that time, because it'll be unsolvable 5 to 10 years later. So in some way, what you would find is that initial growth will be slow, because clearly as people are building use cases on the top of it, those use cases are taking off, but the impact in the long term will be very significant. And we are very clear about it. And that's also one thing I really like about Ripple. We're not just thinking about here and now, but we are thinking that 5 years later, what is the problem that is going to bite us? And let's solve for it today, because it'll be unsolvable later on.
Right.
Stephen Neroff, XRP Army, you, along with myself and many others, have been victims of our government plan to monopolize crypto. We witnessed it and have lived through it. Now, our only solution is to ensure this doesn't happen again, and to prevent harm to anyone else is to ensure individuals like Johnny Fratto FL, John Deaton are elected. They will enable proper regulation and hold these bad actors accountable. Support these two candidates today, and let's allow crypto to prosper. Drain the swamp. Free the standard. Our freedoms are under attack. We got XRP Drops. Why U.S. lawmakers shouldn't back Senator Warren's latest crypto bill. Fundamentally, this is unconstitutional.
Turned over, and it needs to be reintroduced. She essentially informed the public at the hearing last week that she intends to reintroduce it this spring. The problems with the prior bill still remain. Essentially what it does is it says U.S. software developers who develop crypto software and users in the U.S. of certain crypto software will be under FinCEN rules, because FinCEN will have to update its rules, whether they like to or not, and there's good reason to believe that they do not want to do this, that they would be classified as financial institutions. These developers and software users would be financial institutions under the Bank Secrecy Act, And that would require them to have anti-money laundering compliance programs. It would require them to KYC users. It would require them to monitor transactions and report suspicious activity to FinCEN, which is already drowning under data flooding in from traditional finance.
We had 707 crypto. Over half of the ERC token listings had serial insider traders involved.
We looked at a 17 or 18 month period in 2021, 2022, and we identified that over half of the ERC20 token listings had signatures of insider trading. And we set a pretty high bar for what we called insider trading. And moreover, over half of these insider wallets were serial actors, where they acted more than one time across more than one token listing. And in fact, about 10% of them acted multiple times, 5, 10, 12, 18, 25 times. So there were some actors with significant access to listings on major exchanges that are obviously part of what's hurting the integrity of these crypto markets. And then the last point is that about a quarter of these were connected to centralized, in many cases, very well-regulated exchanges, either because the exchange was the funding party and that pseudonymous wallet was funded from a regulated exchange, or it was the offboarding point.
We got XRP Drops, Senator Loomis, on the question, what's stopping Congress from passing crypto regulation?
That some of the things that have prevented the Congress from being comfortable and ready to move forward with digital assets is examples of colossal failures that have occurred over the years. Instead of creating an atmosphere where the Congress says, wow, we need to regulate this to prevent some of these things from happening again, Senator Gillibrand and I just think it's better to start with, here's a very strong regulatory framework that we're putting out. We're happy to adjust it according to changes the House might want to make, changes the White House might want to make, changes the industry might want to make, but starting with a very firm, solid regulatory framework seemed to be a good place to just lay the product on the table for comment, and we'll begin considering comment immediately.
We got Descent wallets for the BTC halving 2024. Descent wallet is also having its price for 48 hours. Get a Descent biometric wallet for only $69, up to 60% off for 48 hours if you don't got a Descent wallet. Now's the time to get one. Not your keys, not your crypto. Secure your future. Now, we got CoinsKid. I did say Bitcoin would make a new all-time high in its third impulsive wave up. Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, VeChain, Chainlink, and others are potentially on the cusp of a macro third wave after this correction. Just like BTC, I do expect to see all-time highs broken in the third wave for many altcoins in the coming altcoin season. Another one from CoinsKid. The 1 hour CoinsKid ribbon is printing a buy signal for XRP. I'm looking at a potential ABC correction before another move down for a final fifth wave for XRP. Take out the white line and it could begin to give us clues that the bottom was the green line going forward. We got one from L Crypto. Altcoins have their fun every 4 years. Years of accumulation. Back test. Full send. We're about to reach 0.3. Are you ready? Egg Rat Crypto, XRP fake out or no fake out? Seems like a potential fake out with the next destination likely between $1.20 and $1.50. XRP Army. Stay ready. The longer they take, the higher we climb. On that XRP rich list, we got the Bitcoin halving, 6 hours, 25 minutes, 50 seconds. Let me know what you think down below. Bitcoin halving, fun fact, Bitcoin's block reward started at 50 BTC. 50 Bitcoin is now worth over 3.19 milli. And we got the current epoch a few hours away from 2024 to 2028, going from 6.25 BTC block rewards to 3.125. BTC. And taking a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap here in the previous 2016 halving cycle, we had a correction right at the halving date, which was at about a 52% correction, which lasted about 147 days before breaking back out, which led into a post-halving bull market. Then we had the most recent one, the 2020 Bitcoin halving. The correction came in before the BTC halving around 67%. We broke out and it took about 100 days to break out from our initial top here. And in our current 2024 halving cycle, it looks like the correction happened right before the BTC halving. With that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, get your tickets now for the 3rd edition Moon Party, 2 weeks away, May 3rd, 2024, with live performances from XRP bags, Lady E, XRP Lemmy, Crown Chakra. We also got a full eye band. Come down to the Moon Party 3rd edition. We also got the Cinco de Mayo pool party. Links down below, moonparty.2tix.com. With that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, let a friend know that the greatest opportunity for life-changing gains and life-changing wealth is still at hand, but the train's left the station. Tick-tock, tick-tock, where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open? XRP's true price is finally revealed. Later, glitches.
Rich ducks up in this place, getting bags until we space. So many NFTs while it's out of space. We richer than the mother duck, rockets headed up. Bags be getting stuffed, bags be getting buffed like crypto ready. You know what you're holding, you know what you got. This a once in a life opportunity, take your shot. Filling no more bags when it drop. SEC mad, cause we know the plot. And I'm feeling great when we finally lift off. Don't be shocked, family think you're crazy, cause you keep on getting dropped. Sacrifice it all till we hit the top. I'm staking on my coin.